Hello, hello everyone. This is Lady Salak signing in. Well, we are going to chill out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Shredder's Revenge. This is not the first time I've played this game. I actually played this and beat it with Silent 85. Um, but yeah, it's oh, those turtles. Um, Growing up in the 90s, definitely one of my favorite shows to watch. Thanks in part to my brother. He was the one that basically kind of introduced me to the turtles, but yeah, it's just great. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a little chill video and do some arcade action basically. I've been through the story before, have beaten the game. But yeah, it's turtles, they've stood the test of time. They're just, legends, and I knew them first from the cartoon in the 90s, but I didn't realize how much of an impact this, like, multi-generational, is now, since Nickelodeon's taken over. It's been, seeing them evolve and whatnot. Of course, my heart will always be with the OG, but it's the OG versions. But yeah, I really like this game. This reminds me very much of Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, which is by far probably one of the best, definitely in the top 5 maybe for me, as far as not only just game overall, but also arcade port for the Super Nintendo. They did an absolutely fabulous job with that game. And I'm gonna go with Mikey. He's my favorite. And I'm also too pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they added April and Splinter as playable characters. At first I was like, oh no, like why did they do that? Because I'm more obviously old school retro, keeping it kind of to the original of the games. But I think it was a pretty cool move, and I'm glad they did that. But yeah, I really like the feel of this game. I'm glad they kept a lot of elements from Turtles in Time into this game. But yeah, the first time I played it on the stage, on the PlayStation 4, I was just blown away. It was just so cool. And also too, it's a really cool factor that they included the original voice actors from the cartoon from back in the day. So I thought that was a really nice touch.
Breaking news.
Even the intros, the intros where they show the different episodes, it's very much like Turtles in Time, which I love. It's great. Yeah, so we're just gonna chill out. It's another game I wanted to show off on the channel, and I may do the story, I may not, probably won't. It'll just be like a couple of chill games here and there throughout, while I get through Street Fighter and some other games. But yeah, so the very first game that I was introduced to was the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the PC. My father bought that game along with several others that he thought, you know, that I'd like. My brother was a tad bit too young to play. And of course, I was kind of too scared to play by myself. So most of the times, my dad would play, and then I'd sit back and watch, or you know, I'd tell him like what to do or where to go with the characters and whatnot. But yeah, the very first Turtles game was the very first one. They made it for the NES, and then of course, it was the first game that I played was the PC version. Raw fish. Ew. But yeah, so I played the PC version and later played the NES version. My brother, as years went on, he eventually, of course, got the NES, and then he had the Turtles 1, Turtles 2, the arcade game, and Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. Whoa. And so yeah, I played those. I never beat one. I never, so far as I know, I do not know anyone who's beaten the first game. The second game was a whole lot easier, you know, better controls, better, you know, gameplay overall. And I eventually, my brother and I, we beat the second game and the third game. And then, of course, Turtles in Time. And then, of course, we played the arcade game. I beat that at Free Play in Richardson, Texas. But I could never get over the first game. It was just so crazy and so difficult. I think at that point they weren't really trying to make it a kid's game, and then later on I think they realized, hey, you know, there's a market here. We can actually make this game a little bit easier so we can have a wider range of audiences, both kids and the adults can play. That's funny. Another trophy. Pizza time. Oh, pizza sounds really good right now. But I'm pretty sure the majority of the folks now watching this are going to probably be eating hot dogs and hamburgers and whatnot on the grill. As of this recording, of course, today is the 4th of July, so I wanted to wish everybody who's watching in the U.S. a very safe and happy 4th of July. And I can't play and talk at the same time, especially concentrating on a game like this, so bear with me. Alright, get off me! Ah!
My snout hurts.
Outstanding. But yeah, I remember everybody grew up in the 90s. They're going to have some point of contact or reference to the Turtles. Whether it be the games, the movies, the merchandise, the toys. I mean, and even the comics. And I didn't even realize, too, another cool thing, an interesting thing, I didn't realize there were comic books. They actually, if I remember correctly, I mean, didn't they get their start in the comic book world, and then they became what they are known today? So yeah, I mean, they've been around for a bit longer than what I thought. But also too, I think the most kind of the game that a lot of people don't really pay attention that much to is the Manhattan Project for the NES. That's one of my favorite NES games of all time, actually. Come here, you. More combat reference. Turtle power. Get off me. I love that. Pretty funny they added that to the game too. It's really neat. Good old Mousers. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if Turtles in Time, if they actually had the original voice characters like this game does? Kind of bad, or kind of too sad that they didn't have that, but still doesn't take away from the game. But it would have been way more sweeter if it, you know, if they did have the voices. And also too, I'm glad that they added the super move. Oh. And also too, the back kick, like if you're facing an opponent and then someone's coming up behind you. And also too, it's really interesting, I just realized that if you have your super move going and you're by a explosion of any sort, it protects you. I just realized that. Oh, good old Rocksteady.
Save your friends. How to juice,
Get off me. Alright, he's almost dead. Come on. Get off me. Get off me. There we go.
Outstanding, player.
Manga. That is so awesome. Ah. And also too, I really like the fact that they kept the arcade style of this game. I mean, just how it looks and whatnot, carrying over from the Turtles in Time arcade game. Oh. Come on. Oh, that's all I wanted to do, but oh, thank you. Come here, you little... Ah! Ah! Of course I'm out of juice. Oh, ouch. Oh, really? What? What was that? Did you see that? Did anybody else see that?
Prepare for ninja revenge.
Yeah. No! That's not the first time I missed that. Come here, you. Come on. I need to get the second one now coming up. Come here. There we go.
Title bashing time! We're gonna stomp you, wimps! Oh, how to juice!
Aw, man. I was robbed.
How to juice!
Be just right. Ah.
How to juice!
There we go. Wow. That was a close call. Well, anyway, I'm going to call this video now. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoy whenever you're watching this, day or night. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. This is Lady Cellux signing off.